In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on February 19, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Nashville Predators versus Minnesota Wild. The Nashville Predators face the Minnesota Wild, with both teams looking to improve from rocky seasons. The Predators have a 26-21-6 record and have lost 3 of their last 5 games, while the Wild have a 29-21-5 record and are in the middle of the Central Division. Both teams look to improve within the Central Division and the Western Conference, and the upcoming game should be a great one. Nashville is 1-4 in their last 5 division games and 10-4 in their last 14 Sunday games, while the under is 5-2 in their last 9 games following a win. Minnesota is 2-5 in their last 7 games overall and 1-4 in their last 5 division games, while the under is 13-2 in their last 16 home games. I give Minnesota an edge on both ends of the ice here in this one. They've scored more this season than the struggling Predators offense and have been much better defensively when you look at the underlying numbers. Not only have they allowed fewer goals, but they've also given up much fewer scoring chances, fewer expected goals, and fewer high danger shots. Add to that the fatigue of Nashville on the road in the second half of a back-to-back, and Minnesota should be able to outplay the Predators on their way to a multi-goal victory. So the Minnesota Wild to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. 2 lousy offenses and 2 very good defenses in this matchup. The first game between these teams easily stayed under with just 3 goals. Both of these teams have trended under this season, with the under going 26-23-4 in Predators games and 29-22-4 in Wild games this year. Minnesota struggled offensively, scoring the 8th fewest goals in the NHL, but they've been good defensively, allowing the 12th fewest goals in the NHL, the 8th fewest expected goals, and the 8th fewest high danger shots. In a similar fashion, the Predators have scored only the 7th fewest in the NHL, but have only given up the 14th fewest goals in the league. I think this is a first to 3 wins kind of game, and while the Predators exploded for 7 on Saturday, this is still a team putting up less than 3 goals per game in their last 10 games. Minnesota has struggled to score themselves a lot lately, and I believe this ends up being a low-scoring game. The trends will continue in this one. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. St. Louis Blues versus Ottawa Senators. This afternoon we have what should be an entertaining matchup between 2 struggling mid-tier, cross-conference teams, the Ottawa Senators and St. Louis Blues, both coming off losses in their last game. This will be the second and final game of the season between these teams, with the Blues winning 2-1 at home in the first one on January 16th. St. Louis is 4-1 in their last 5 Sunday games and 6-1 in their last 7 games played on no rest. The under is 17-7-1 in St. Louis' last 25 Sunday games. Ottawa is 6-2 in their last 8 games and 1-5 in their last 6 games against the Western Conference. The over is 4-1 in Ottawa's last 5 games. St. Louis is 7-2 in these 2 teams' last 9 head-to-head meetings. One of the 2 earliest afternoon games takes place in Ottawa, with the Senators hosting the Blues. St. Louis was just in this time slot Saturday when they hosted the Colorado Avalanche. That was also shortly after the news of yet another trade. The Blues sent 3-time All-Star Ryan O'Reilly to the Toronto Maple Leafs, which came just a week after trading veteran leader Vladimir Tarasenko to the New York Rangers. For a team that made it to the second round of the Western Conference playoffs last season, it's clear that the Blues don't feel as strongly about their chances this season. That may be due to the fact that they also lost goaltender Ville Husso in the offseason, and Jordan Binnington has not been up to par. St. Louis has allowed the 6th most goals per game this season and now gets an angry Senators team at home. Ottawa is on the opposite end of the spectrum in terms of their outlook. They added Alex DeBrincat and Claude Giroux in the offseason to help win now. They're coming in angry after getting upset by a bad Chicago Blackhawks team. I believe that the Senators are the better team in this game, especially with the Blues in the second half of a back-to-back. St. Louis has been terrible defensively, allowing the 7th most goals in the league, giving up the 10th most expected goals, and the 13th most high-danger shots. I expect the Senators' offense to be able to score at ease in this game, especially with Thomas Greiss projected to start. We're expecting the Senators to bounce back now, facing a depleted Blues team on the second leg of a back-to-back. So the Ottawa Senators' money line is our full game side pick. 2 good offenses and 2 lousy defenses in this matchup. The Blues have especially trended over this year, with the over going 32-16-6 in their games this season. They've been terrible defensively, allowing the 7th most goals in the league, giving up the 10th most expected goals, and the 13th most high-danger shots. Offensively, they've been able to score when needed. The over has gone 4-1 in the last 5 games for the Senators. They've allowed the 13th most goals in the NHL, giving up the 9th most expected goals and the 4th most high-danger shots in the league. I believe this one ends up being a crazy kind of game, like a 5-4 type of game at the very least, as I expect both teams to be able to score and put this game score past the total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Edmonton Oilers versus Colorado Avalanche. The Edmonton Oilers were meant to be a Western Conference heavyweight in 2022 to 2023, but unfortunately, they've struggled in a big way to find consistency, and on Sunday, they'll face the massive test of the surging Colorado Avalanche, who have managed to fight off a slow start to the year with great performances as of late. These two teams are full of genuine superstars in the NHL, as they met in the Western Conference Finals a year ago, but right now, they're both battling late in the year to solidify their spot in the playoffs, making this one of the most important games of the week for both. The Oilers are 9-3 in their last 12 road games and 1-4 in their last 5 overall. The Avalanche are 72-27 in their last 99 home games and 133-65 in their last 198 overall. The over is 32-15-4 in Oilers' last 51 overall. The under is 7-3-1 in Avalanche last 11 overall. The Oilers are 0-5 in the last 5 meetings in Colorado and 0-5 in the last 5 meetings. The favorite is 10-1 in the last 11 meetings. On paper, these two teams can certainly be considered 2 of the quickest and most talented teams in the entire NHL, and while the favorite may be 10-1 in the last 11 head-to-head meetings between these two, this one could go either way. Unfortunately for Edmonton, the Avalanche have been absolutely dominant in recent times, as they have a 5-0 record in the past 5 matchups, as well as a perfect 5-0 record in the past 5 meetings in Colorado. While it may be close, and while the Edmonton Oilers have the ability to get the job done here, and them in the underdog role is attractive, the Colorado Avalanche are at home, where they've been terrific over the last 3 seasons, and you rarely get them priced this cheaply. So the Colorado Avalanche money line is our full game side pick. 4 of the previous 5 head-to-head encounters between Edmonton and Colorado during the regular season have already cruised below the set snipe mark, averaging no more than 4.25 tallies per clash. 4 of the most recent 5 outings of the Avalanche played on the second day of a back-to-back set, meanwhile, have all been low-scoring affairs. While only one of the last 7 games of the Oilers has witnessed less than 7 goals on the scoresheet, a low-scoring affair in their upcoming meeting against the 3rd-best team of the Central Division is very likely. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed, subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.